Once you've made your way to the mat, we're going to start in child's pose. So I'm going to bring my big toes together, separate the knees, send the hips back, and just let your chest rest in between the knees and settle the chest down, drop the forefoot down. You start to acquaint yourself with your Ujjayi breath. Always remembering that this child's pose is a place that you can come to at any time during the practice. And yet still being able to open up the inner thighs, the lower back, the hips, lengthening of the arms. As your arms are lengthening out in front of you, secure the palms down. Inhale to look up. Exhale to soften the chest. Inhale to look up. Exhale to soften the chest. So start to let your forearms float up off the mat. Inhale to look up. Exhale to fold. And then again, inhale, looking up. Walk the hands over to the right. Very slowly start to bow your chest over the top of your thighs. Send the hips to the left. Drop down. Inhale to look up. Exhale, turn your head to the right and really look back and over your shoulder towards your hips. Come back and around with the gaze. Let the fingertips follow back to center. Inhale. Exhale, begin to walk the hands on over to the left. Exhale, bow the chest down. Inhale to look up. Exhale, turn your gaze back and around that left shoulder. Slowly travel the hands back to center. Let the hips lift up off of the heels. Curl your toes under. Sit the hips back into the heels. Stretch out the arches of your feet. Wake up those toes. Drop your head down. Inhale to look up. And then just go with some gentle neck rolls here. So you're still having those toes curled under. Stretching out the arches of the feet. Go ahead and reverse those neck rolls. And right to center. Slowly come on up. Bring the knees so they're hip distance apart. A slow release of the top of the feet down. And as you spread the fingers really wide, drop the hips on over to your left. Have soft elbows. So we don't want to hyperextend through the elbows, dropping those hips over. And then slowly coming to center and drop the hips to the right. Slowly coming back to center. Roll the toes under. Sit the hips back. I want you to hollow out the belly. So take a little curve into the spine here, into the lower back as you draw your navel in towards your spine. And then slowly coming on up. Come back to that full top of the table and begin to move through some cat-cow stretches. Just moving to the rhythm of your breath. Feeling that ebb and flow of the breath. And then right back to center. Open this right arm out to the side and begin to just make some nice big circles into the arm. And then go with a slow reverse. And settling the head back down to the mat. Let's open up to this left side and circle the arm out. And go with the reverse. And settling the palm down. Giving the wrists a little bit of a break. Drop the forearms down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, send your right leg behind you. Let's stretch out the calf. Settle that knee down. Let's go ahead and stretch left leg back. And right back down with that knee. And press yourself on up. Opening the arm out to the right side. Weave the arm through. Go for a little twist. Slowly coming up. Open up out to the side. Exhale to soften the hand down. Left arm opens up. Weave the arm through. Drop the shoulder down. Taking that twist. Pressing through the palm. Open up out to the side. Exhale. Bringing that hand down. Picking up this right knee, circle out the hip. And reverse. And settle the knee down. Opposite side, left knee picks up, big circles. Reverse it. And the knee comes down. Good. And toes curl under. Let your hips sit back into your heels. Bring your arms up and over your head. Exhale, bring your arms behind you. Just go ahead and take the top of that left hand and wrap the right hand across the top and then open the chest. And then other side, taking the left hand, bring it over the top of the right hand and open the chest. Good, and exhale, send the arms up. Palms meet, elbows bend, gaze goes up. Reach the fingertips up, exhale, slowly come forward. Bring the hands to the top of the mat. Step both feet back to come to a full plank pose. Powering up through the legs, through the core, stacking the shoulders over those elbows, over the wrists. Let's come into our first downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up, drawing the chest back, letting the head hang heavy, and then just walking it out in place. Bending one knee at a time. Shifting forward to find the plank. And then walk it out. Some mountain climbers, keeping everything really nice and strong. Good. Then again, hips up high, press that chest back. Let's let the head hang heavy. And then exhale out through the mouth. Slowly come forward. Drop down to your knees. Give a shake of one wrist out. Other side, shake it out. Let's bring our hands on over to the right. Bring the left foot up. We're going to stack that knee right over the ankle. The hands will be on the inside, using a prop if you need to. Underneath the hands, walking that right knee back. Sending the toes back. And then just getting down into this right hip to feel the hip flexor open. Maybe just letting that left knee fall out to the side a little bit. And then squaring off the foot, walk your hands back. Reposition yourself if you need to. Drop the left hip back and down. You've straightened out your front leg. Draw your toes back towards you. And now walk the hands forward. Back toes curl under. Pick that leg up. Just come into a high lunge. Settling the back knee down, then bring the hands on the inside of the foot. Bring this left leg around. Bring the hands on over to the left. Pick the right leg up. Bring it forward. Knee is directly over the ankle. Hands on the inside of the foot. And you release the hips down. Feel the hip flexor open now on this left side. You want this right knee to open up just a little bit out to the side. Sending this opposite toes back. Soften to the elbows. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Go to squaring off of the foot with your fingertips. Then straightening out the front leg, drawing the right hip back and down, and softening the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly coming on back. Let's pick that back knee up. We come into a high lunge here. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring that back knee back down, and we bring the hands on the inside of the foot. Let this right leg come back and around. And now we'll barrel circle out our hips, swing them wide, drop the hips low, but keep control of the abdominals so that we don't collapse into the lower back, and then send those hips in the opposite direction. Good, and right back. To center, let's bring the forearms down. Again, giving those wrists a break. We're going to come into dolphin pose as you curl your toes under and send your hips on up. And then walking your feet towards the elbows as the head remains heavy. From here, press into a full downward facing dog and walk it out. Bring those feet nice and wide. Walk the hands back towards you. Let the heels settle down onto the mat. Then you're just going to bend one knee at a time and just rock back and forth. And drag the fingertips back towards you, slowly rolling on up. Inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. Exhale, slide the left hand down the leg, reach the right arm out and over your ear. Slowly coming on up. Take it to the other side. And slowly coming. Cross your arms in front of you so they look out in front of you. It looks like a little box. Okay. Bring the arms across the body, look over your shoulder. Opposite side. Arms come across the body. Look over your shoulder. And then slowly come back to center. Frame your head with your arms. Exhale, release. Open the arms into cactus. And exhale. Hands to your heart and walk the feet together. Step to the top of your mat. Arms are down at your side. And send your arms up and over your head. Exhale to gently fold forward. Inhale to look up. Exhale to step both feet back, come into a plank pose. Modified or full chaturanga dandasana. Come to a little cobra. And then slowly press yourself back. Downward facing dog. And walk it out. Bringing both feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, folding it forward. And come all the way to standing. And settling at the heart. And arms down at your side. And again, lifting up, just warming up the body. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale that nice gaze up. Exhale, both feet back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Walking it out. That head is heavy. And then step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Looking up halfway. Exhale, folding it on forward. Firm down, come all the way to standing. And exhale, hands resting at your heart. One more Surya Namaskar A as you lift up. Exhale, a nice forward fold. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, both feet back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Both feet, bring them on up. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Firm down, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, hands at the lower back. Slip the hands into imaginary pockets. Lift the heart, open the chest. Exhale. Arms down at your side. Let's move on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down into a chair. Nice forward fold. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, both feet back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. That left leg, bring it behind. Step it through, come to the lunge. A full lift up to crescent pose. Lifting high. Sinking the hips slow, but lengthening through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down. That leg comes back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Right leg behind you. Step it through. A full lift up. Lengthening through the fingertips, but dropping the hips low. Hands come down. That leg comes back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Both feet, bring them on up. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale. Exhale, folding forward. Get down into your chair and swoop your arms up. Press to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. And arms down at your side. Let's go ahead and move on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down into a chair. Circle the arms around, coming forward. Right back up in front of you, then circle the arms. Circle them back. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, both feet back. Chaturanga. Take a cobra or up dog. Press on back. Downward facing front. Left leg, send it behind you. Step that foot in between the hands. Back foot swivels down. Nice big open arms to warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling this warrior two. See if you can't sink down just a little bit deeper. Good. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Back toes go under, left leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Right leg behind. Step it through. Rear view here of warrior two. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good, and coming on down. And moving through your vinyasa. You're doing a great job. Following it through. Good, press back. Downward facing dog. All right. Shift forward, drop to your knees. Sit the hips back into the heels. We're not coming into a child's pose, but we're going to keep the chest just hovering over the top of the thighs. Arms are out. Nice and long in front of us. Slowly come on up, top of the feet. Rest on down. You're going to have the option to stay onto your knees or go into a full plank pose. And we're going to do 3 chaturangas. So we're going to lower down, press back up. Here's 2. Last one. Good. Downward facing dog. Great job. Left leg behind you, send it high. Step it through for warrior two as you open the arms. Nice and big out to the side. Let's send this left elbow down and reach the right arm out and over here. Let's be mindful not to lean into this left leg. Now, if you care to and you can always drop the left fingertips down. Keep healing open, taking the gaze up, lengthening that arm out and over your here. Reaching on up. And then let's come into a reverse warrior. And then exhale right back to warrior two. And take the arms all the way down. Let's move through our vinyasa. And right leg behind you. Step it through for warrior two. Getting down nice and deep. Good, bringing the right elbow to the top of the thigh, sending that left arm out over your ear. If you care to, drop the fingertips down, bring that arm out over your ear. Coming on up. Come to this reverse warrior reach back. Right back to warrior two. And bring the arms down. Back toes come under. Right leg back. Chaturanga, cobra, or up dog. And let's come to a brief child's pose. Good job. Coming back up. Finding downward facing dog. And then bringing both feet up. Looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Arm down, come all the way to standing. Excuse me, exhale, hands to your heart. And arms down at your side. Go ahead and go with the close of the eyes to steady your balance here. All right, link them open and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale down into a chair. Hands to your heart, knees stay together. Let's go ahead, go for a twist. Arms open up out to the side. Back to side namaste. Back to center. Other side twist. Maybe opening the arms out to the side. Back to side namaste. Come right back to center. Go with the press all the way to standing. Bend into the elbows. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, a swoop of the arms up. Exhale, full release down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, both feet back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it on back, downward facing dog. Left leg behind you. Step it through. Warrior two. Open the arms nice and big. Good. Reach back for reverse. Exhale. Left hand comes down on the inside. Open up. Good. Coming right back up. Come to that reverse warrior. This time straighten the leg. Reach the arms into warrior two. Lengthen forward, triangle pose. Good, and circle this arm around, come up, back to warrior two. And send the arms all the way down, and move through your vinyasa. Doing a great job. Press back, downward facing dog. Right leg behind you. Step it through. Warrior two. Reaching back. Good. Exhale. Bringing the hand down. Opening up. Good. Slowly come on up. Reach back again for reverse. Straighten the front leg. Come to warrior two arms. And then find triangle pose. Good. And then circle the arm around. Coming up to find warrior two. And coming all the way down. Take that leg back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Both feet, bring them on up. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Firming down, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to settle at your heart. arms down at your side. So let's work on a little bit of balance. We're going to find our Tadasana. Heads of the shoulders on back. I'm going to just step to the side here so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to bring my left knee up, and I'm going to wrap my hands around my knee, giving a flex to the foot. Inhaling and exhaling. Might lose your balance a little. Good. Now, interlace your hands underneath the hamstring. Find length into the spine, heads of the shoulders back, and then let's kick that leg out in front of us. And it's as though you've placed it onto a wall. Toes are pointing straight up. Good. Take a bend back into the knee, and let's settle that foot on down. Walk it out, and let's go ahead and take it to the other side. So I'm coming down now to my left foot. I'm going to pick my right leg up. I've got a good flex to my foot. I've got my hands around my knee. Go up and interlace the fingers at the hamstring. Kick the leg away. And it's as though I've just placed my foot onto an imaginary wall. My toes are pointing up. I bend back into the knee and a settling of the foot down. And let's just move about here. All right, so we'll take it again. We're going to eventually make our way into Warrior 3. So as we firm down through the right foot, picking the left foot up, bringing the hands around the top of the knee, not leaning back, have a nice, straight and long spine. Go with an interlace of the fingers underneath the hamstring. Let's kick that leg away. Now again, I have not leaned back. Take a bend back into the knee, releasing the hands from the hamstring, bringing your hands to your heart or maybe even onto the hips. I'm going to send my chest forward and take my leg back. And I'm going to make sure that I continue to square my hips off towards the earth and square my shoulders off. Come into Warrior 3. Optional to have your hands at your heart or out in front of you. Good. Slowly take a bend into the standing leg and ease yourself back. Good job. Walk it out. Now we'll come on over to the other side as we firm down now. Through the left foot and pick the right foot up. Inhaling and exhaling. Go up and interlace with the fingers at the hamstring, kick that leg away. Good. Take a bend into the knee, releasing the hands and bring the hands to the hips. I sometimes like to keep my hands onto my hips as a friendly reminder to keep my hips squared off. And I give a good flex to that back foot. Go with a little bend into the standing leg. Meet right back into standing. Great job. Walk it out. Good, and then let's make our way on down to the mat. So we're going to come onto the mat with the soles of the feet together. So our knees will butterfly out to the side. I'm just walking my hips back. Taking a deep breath in. Going with an exhale. And I'm folding forward, getting back into the hips and into my low back. And slowly coming on up. Bring the knees in, reach the legs out in front of you, drawing that extra skin out from underneath you. Feeling the toes back towards you, little micro bend into the knees. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. And then slowly move on up. Let's work into our abdominals. So I like to have a little cushion for my head. So I'm going to bring a blanket for my head. Slowly roll on down to my back. Slide my heels so they're hip distance. I'm going to connect my lower back into the mat. I'll just sway my hips a little side to side. The knees will rock. I'm fully secure into the mat, my lower back, my palms. Securing the feet so no floating toes. We're going to work just into the glutes and the hamstrings first. As we drive those hips up, there should be no pressure into your neck. And we'll pulse up. So we're going to take this 10 times. Make sure that the lower abdominals are completely engaged and you're giving a really good squeeze at the top. Let's go 5 more. Last 2, 2, 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Roll into a ball, give yourself a hug. And then slowly release down. Hands on top of the knees and circle out the knees. Good. Hug in. Good. Now we'll come into Garjandasana wrap. So the legs will wrap. And the arms can wrap too. So we're going to come into these crunches. So I've got my right leg over my left. And I'll stack my right arm over my left. Now if you need support for your head, just bring your hands behind your head. As I wrap up, or you can bring your hands onto your shoulders, I'm going to send the toes out and the fingertips back. And then I'm going to meet in the middle and squeeze. We'll take 15 of these. And here's 2. These will really fire up the belly. We've got 5 more. Let's go. 5, 4, that's 3, 2, 1. Good. Unwind. Unwind the legs. Send those legs up. Make circles onto the ceiling. And reverse. And then bring your hands behind the knees. Take a bend into the knees and curl up. Exhale, release. Now we'll go to the opposite side and take the left leg on over, wrap it up. Left arm stacks on top. Feet go out, fingertips back, feet in the middle for 15. Squeeze. 2. 5 more, you've got this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should be nice and warm. Unwind. Send those legs straight. And send the legs back as though you're going to come into plow. Now, if you want to come into plow, you can. And then slowly release on down and bring the feet wide out to the side. And then bring the legs together and out to the side and back together. Taking it 5 times. Here's 3. There's 4. Last one for 5. And reach those legs up. Slide your hands underneath the hips. One leg at a time, drop one down, and then bring it back. And opposite side. So you're exhaling as you lower the leg down. We're taking 10 on each side. So that's 2. Remember to stay with the breath. We've got 5 more to go. And here's 5, 4, last 3, here's 2, and our last one. Good job. Bend into the knees, rock yourself on up. And then, I've got a little critter here visiting me. And we're gonna come into pigeon pose. So whatever you do as a hip opener, just make sure that it's going to be, that you're able to do it on both sides. So I'm gonna bring my right leg forward. I'm gonna send my left leg back. And what I am gonna do is utilize my blanket just to support my ankle. And I've got my right leg in front, sending my left leg back. Now my toes are pointing straight back. And then I'm gonna come on forward and I'm gonna rest down. And I'm making sure that my hip bones are squaring off towards my mat. So I'm not opened out to the side like this, okay? So you wanna make sure that the hip bones are squared off. And then you have that option to maybe drop your head here, or maybe you're even going to be able to come all the way on down. So that's completely up to you and what your flexibility is and what feels comfortable. So you may be able to get all the way down, but maybe it just feels better to be onto the forearms. And of course, you want to breathe, so settle the breath into the hip, especially those exhales. We're not here much longer. Just allowing for an opening. And then slowly coming on up. Roll to this outside hip. bring this left leg back and around. Become seated. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your arms alongside your body. Slowly coming on up. Bring this left leg forward. Send that right leg around to the back. Toes pointing straight back, so no sickling. Hips square off. Ooh, coming on down to what feels most comfortable for you. So inhaling and exhaling. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly coming on up. Roll to the outside of that hip. Bring this leg around. This time bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, exhale to fold. Slowly coming on up. Knees in, legs out in front. I'm going to separate my feet a little bit more. Any extra skin out from underneath. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. And slowly coming right around. Bringing one leg out to the side. Bringing the other knee bent in front of you. Keeping the bottom down. Inhale. We're going to exhale, fold forward. Again, keep that bottom on down, so don't worry about how far down you're coming. Slowly coming on up. And on the inside of the leg, reaching over. Coming up. Twisting back and around. And with the slow unwind, let's take this straight leg, cross it over the best that we can. The knee stays in towards the chest, that's fine, but if you can stack those knees and bring the feet apart, deeper hip opening here, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. And then slowly coming on up, coming back, unwind. Good, and we'll come out to the other side. Take an inhale, Exhale to fold forward. And then slowly coming up. Impulse on the inside. And reach over. Coming on up and then taking a twist, looking back and over your shoulder. And slowly unwind. Taking this leg, bringing it around, either keeping your knee up in towards the chest or doing your best to stack the bones, feet come apart, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. And then slowly coming on up. Slowly unwind. Make your way again onto your back. And go wide with the feet coming into happy baby. Rock side to side. If that feels good. And take the outsides of the knees. Draw them in. Squeeze into a ball. Settle the feet on down. Bring the feet wide and then drop your knees to the left. Coming to center, now let's drop our knees to the right. Coming back to center, let's go with the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Take the knees, draw them in, squeeze into a ball. And then we're going to prepare for Shavasana. Send this right leg out, have that left knee on end, give a squeeze. And drape your leg over your body. So before we come to Shavasana, just get a nice spinal twist here. And back and around. Onto your back and hug this knee into the outside of your ribcage. And release on down. So go ahead and hug your right knee to the outside of the ribcage, giving a squeeze. And drape the leg over the body, twist. And back and around, give a hug of that knee in to the outside of the ribcage. All right, sending that leg down. Using a little bit of my essential oil here, placing a dab into your hands, rubbing the hands together. Even if you don't have any essential oil, maybe you just want to rub your hands together, build up a little bit of heat in between the palms, and you can always rest your hands onto your heart. All right, give those your feet some room to spread wide, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, and bring your hands around your face. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Bring your arms down at your side. Those inhales and exhales. Rest here peacefully in Shavasana. Slowly begin to rock your head from side to side. Wiggle to your fingers and your toes. Take a bend into your knees, hug them in towards your chest. Send one of your arms up and over your head. Roll on over to your side. Press yourself to sleep. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Thank you so much for practicing today. Wishing you a happy, healthy, and safe rest of your day. Namaste.